What is something you would do if society didn't find it cringy? Climb trees. I'm 23. As an adult, suddenly it's frowned upon for some weird reason. I just made a comment about this. I didn't see yours. I think Dimitri Martin makes a joke about this. He says something like, if you see a bunch of kids in trees you just think they are playing. But if you see a bunch of adults in trees you start freaking out and looking around to see what's going on. Be the office goth I was destined to be. Actually, I'd probably do that anyway if the dress code wasn't so strict where I work. Richmond's out of his room. Why is Richmond out of his room? I would drape myself in velvet if it was socially accepted. I really like cloaks, but I don't think the world is ready for that. When I was in college about 10 years ago, cloaks were a thing at my school. There was a girl who wore one who everyone just knew as Cape Girl, and a bunch of people followed her lead. Not the whole campus or anything, but enough people that you were never really surprised to see someone in a cloak walking around the place. Edit Cape Girl seems to be a common character on campuses. I went to Cringey Mellon, but it looks like my experience wasn't entirely unique. My high school had a Cape Girl. We also called her Cape Girl. It did not become a thing. Everyone thought she was weird and avoided talking to her if possible. I wonder how your Cape Girl pulled it off. Edit, oh my god guys, I get it. She pulled it off over her head. You are all the worst. High school versus college. Also, being attractive helps. Everyone should have their own entry music like in the WWE. Everyone would look forward to going to work meetings or seasonal family dinners if we can get pumped up as we arrive. Drunk uncle from quality control would be welcomed now, as their music randomly hits out of nowhere and everyone cheers booze. Mandatory corporate drug awareness training would be way cooler if Master of Puppets starts playing. Everyone is rocking out. Then suddenly fireworks everywhere and the trainer steps into the room arms aloft and walk to the front. Wear old-fashioned clothes. For example, clothes from the 40s or the Victorian era. I love winter because it's nothing but flannel suits for me. My closet looks like a 1940s banker's. I'd dress up as a different princess every month. Korean style, Egyptian pharaoh, Grecian queen, Russian Tsar. Every month a new style. I'd also need money though. I'm reading this thread and realizing that I'm either extremely confident or totally lacking shame. Why not both? Reading these makes me wish everyone would do these things anyways. Reading these honestly makes me sad that people aren't doing what they want in their own lives. Social anxiety is real, and it needs to be ducking killed. Edit, to clear something up to anyone reading this. Please do whatever you want. Please. Duck society, and duck other people who may find it cringy or weird. You only get one life. Don't waste it doing what other people expect you to do. As part of my therapy for trauma during my teens, I've been doing all the stuff I never got to do when I was younger. People don't really pay as much attention to you as you think they do, or judge you like you think they will. I wore light up sneakers to the club and got a bunch of compliments on them, and dancing in sneakers is way more fun than dancing in uncomfortable heels. Anytime I bring juice boxes to work, my coworkers all want some. When I worked at McDonald's in college, we would all take the Happy Meal toys home whenever we got new ones. Do what will make you happy. Life is too short to be wishing you were doing something else. Edit, holy cow. Thanks for the silver and gold, even though I didn't really answer the question, lol. Edit 2 just got back from dropping the kiddos off at school and now there's a platinum too. I didn't even know that was a thing on here, lol. As someone who never catch on social norms, I totally forgot that juice boxes were abnormal. I don't drink juice boxes, but it's just not something I think about. As someone that does. WTF is wrong with juice boxes? I mean, you don't see them too often, but if I'm taking a train at around lunch hour, I'll pack some bread and a juicer box. I'm from Finland. We get school lunch as kids. Maybe that's why it's not considered a kid thing. Karaoke emotional songs that make me cry. I'd wear heelys. Edit, wow. All the support here finally convinced me. Link. I've seriously been looking at healers online for years and just was too afraid of the judgment. Thanks, y'all. I'm a 30+ year-old emergency room doc. My mentor that has been doing it for way longer than me has definitely rolled around the emergency room in the middle of the night in her heelys. So baller. She rolls into a patient room. Hi, I'll be your doctor. We have a veteran emergency room doctor who wore roller skates in the emergency room on a few occasions. He normally sticks with cowboy boots and uses the scribe desks. Not sure if everybody has scribes. The desks are little tables on wheels for their laptops as a kind of skateboard to roll around the emergency room. Hes an absolute legend. I can't tell you how many times Hes made patients laugh hysterically when he literally comes rolling through the curtains of their room and then, as if that's not at all odd, get straight down to serious business. Emergency medicine is full of interesting characters. That's half of what I love about it. Probably walk around with my cat in one of those baby carriers that is kinda like a backpack, but in front. Honestly, I would bring my cat places like people do with dogs. The main reason I don't is because I know plenty of dogs that would scare the shit out of my cat. But my cat loves going outside on our balcony. I just want to be more affectionate. Rub my friend's shoulder or back or whatever, but I guess I'm afraid. Wish I was like my Mexican friend. He just does it. Do it. I remember drinking around a fire when I was in my teens and my friend just kissed the side of my head. Weirded me out then. But I've learned that is how he showed he truly cared about friends. There was no underlying hidden message or anything. I pat my friends on the head and ruffle their hair like I do with my son. They're the same age as me, 30. My son and his best friend hug all the time when they separate at school, sleepovers, seeing them at the store. Go ahead and rub their shoulder or back as you walk by. That's one of my favorite parts about being a woman. You can touch your friends in a platonic way and no one gets weirded out by it or calls you gay. I think it's getting more common for guys to do it and not get judged, which makes me very happy. I'm on team friendship touches. Yeah. Walk my cat on a leash. Have a damn slumber party with my friends, like full on kid style. Eat crappy food. Watch scary movies. Play games. Play video games. Sneak out of the house for an adventure in the neighborhood at night. Laugh over stupid shit. Stay up way till late. Have those deep slumber party conversations. And then we could all go to sleep in the living room. But it'd be even better now because alcohol. A couple of weeks ago I stopped in Walmart after I got off work at like midnight. Go over to the electronics section, and while I'm browsing I hear someone say hey. I look over and this girl says wanna see something cool. I walk over and she holds up one of those little hamster balls and it has a hedgehog sleeping in it. She brought a hedgehog to Walmart. That sounds cringy, but it made me so happy to see that. More people should carry small pets like that if they're responsible. Of course. Edit. Wow, this blew up. Thank you for my first silver. Stranger. A couple of weeks ago I stopped in Walmart after I got off work at like midnight. Any story that starts off like this is going to be good. I love going to Walmart in the middle of the night. No one who goes to Walmart in the middle of the night cares if you're being ridiculous. I can sing along to the radio and dance down the aisles without a care. When a jamming song comes on I'd like to be able to dance a little in public. Dance to the beat of my own song, haha. Carry my chinchilla around with me in one of those small animal backpack carriers. He gets bored in his cage while I'm out and about. I wouldn't take him in a place loud or dangerous. Don't let your dreams be dreams, my dude. I have a custom made carry bag for my spoiled little ferret. And although I've heard the very occasionally WW or gets a rat, I've had many more instances of folks stopping to pet and cuddle him and take photos. It's a fun way to teach your small animals to socialize and keep them from being bored, and you're sure to make a few friends along the way. My ferret is buddies with two enormous biker guys and their two enormous huskies. I enjoy doing stupid shit as an adult, like jumping over white yellow lines in parking lots like it's lava, walking on low walls in those parking lot stops. Every time I go shopping alone I do this and get weird stares. Who cares though? Duck them. They aren't having fun. Edit. Holy crap. I didn't expect this to resonate with as many people as it did. If you are reading this, you have one job to do. While you are walking to your car, the bus, or taxi tomorrow morning, please spend 15 seconds goofing around and smiling. You owe it to yourself. That reminds me of the video I saw a while back where someone had painted hopscotch on the sidewalk of a busy city. Plenty of people ignored it, but there were a surprising number of adults who all went ahead and did the hopscotch as they passed. It was pretty great. Compliment more people. There's this unfortunate thing that happens where, if I pay someone a compliment, they think I'm hitting on them. Like, no a-hole here. Lady, I like your dress. Not you. Edit. Holy shit. So many replies. I feel like I inadvertently misled folks. I rarely have a problem when it comes to compliments. I compliment my coworkers all the time. I often compliment strangers. Gender doesn't matter. Usually, I say it in passing. I've only had a couple of folks assume I was interested and respond poorly. The biggest problem is actually a weird one. I sometimes get people who think I'm interested and then feel misled when it honestly was just a compliment. I love when guys compliment my clothes. It's so much more thoughtful than just complimenting someone's general appearance. My favorite compliment I've ever gotten was from a guy friend in the 10th grade who looked at me and said, "Your dress has dots on it," and walked away. We still laugh about it to this day. Society can kiss my ass. I follow the SpongeBob SquarePants approach to life. If I'm enjoying it and it's not hurting anyone, I don't care what other people think, it's cringy or not. I'm going to have fun. Edit. Whoa. Thank you for the gold and silver. My friend used to blast the Imperial March as we would drive around. We got a lot of looks. He didn't stop. Play tag as an adult. Tag is so fun. See me but with hide seek. Wear old style dresses. Like Lalita but a little less frilly. I love the classic style clothes you see in movies like The Sound or Music. Edit. I meant The Sound of Music. Oops. Yeah. I have some beautiful vintage dresses that I rarely wear because of the fact that it makes me stand out like a sore thumb and makes people think, oh my god, she's a bit of a weirdo. One time I was wearing my green dress with white polka dots. It's a lovely dress. I love it. Some little teenage shithead wasn't a fan though. He yelled at me from like 100 meters away, "I think Cabal, you gonna grant me a wish or what?" And then him and his friends laugh, that dumb teenage boy laugh. You know the one. Made me feel kinda shitty, so I don't wear that dress out very much anymore. I have pretty bad social anxiety, so I can't deal with that stuff very well. I hope I develop the confidence to wear stuff like that again though. Vintage dress is really a lovely 3. Merrily skip instead of walk. Imagine a banker merrily skipping to work in his 3-piece suit. Stern look on his face. Face slightly red from exertion. A single bead of sweat breaks out on his forehead. Eyes staring dead ahead. A skip of determination. Of power. Express myself. Be careful with that. I heard about a guy that did that with his full capabilities and now he's living in correctional facilities. Have sappy conversations with people. I have to let myself feel emotions I'm having, cause if I don't I bottle it up. So having an emotional breakdown with someone would be nice. Edit. I love you guys. I didn't expect other people to feel the same way. If any of you wanna have emotional breakdowns without me, feel free to send me a chat invite anytime. Or we can talk through Discord or anything else, that would be great. I'm super excited to meet you guys and make some friends. By the way, I'm in Missouri, US M15. Run everywhere, like you do in video games. Rather than walking, I'd get so much more done in a day. Curse those societal norms. Once, me and my GF went out to play a laser tag. We finished the round and there was a young boy there, couldn't have been older than 6. My GF and everyone else had already walked away to turn their gear in, and I got stuck walking behind him. He gets out of the laser tag area and wants to play another round. So he tries to get his card out of his pocket. An arcade card, not debit card, but is struggling, so he asks me for help. I look around, and I don't see anyone at all. I don't help him. All I could think in my head was, I can't touch this kid. What if his mother walks in and sees me fiddling with his pockets? I don't think I should have to say this, but I'm not a pedo, but I'm very helpful to strangers. So I'm having this internal conflict. Luckily he managed to get his card out of his pocket and walked off. I've never spoken about this. I didn't tell my now ex about it. I wanted to help that boy, but I couldn't stop thinking about the numerous possible negative consequences that could have happened. Edit, I really didn't expect this to get so many upvotes. So I want to say a few things. 1. I don't have any kids of my own. I don't know if that makes this whole thing weirder. This whole interaction couldn't have lasted more than 30 seconds. But that 30 seconds almost put me into a panic attack. I've never had a panic attack before. Run without it being explicitly a part of a workout routine or sporting event. Sometimes it's a nice day, I feel good, and want to run to wherever I'm going to get there faster. Live in a van down by the river and only work as much as I need to buy gas and food. Edit, since I'm getting a ton of responses, I don't really mean it. I love cooking and good 24/7 wifey too much lol. As a male in the USA I'm really close to getting a bag to carry my things, like a purse, but God forbid I call it that. I want to liberate my pockets. Edit, this got so big and there is so much inspiration I went ahead and ordered a satchel from Nutsack. Looks like it's going to be a wonderful bag that suits my needs. Thank you everyone who replied with all the kind words and support. The key to this is just calling it a satchel. A while ago, I wanted to volunteer to coach with a local little league. Then I thought, a single childless man wanted to play with little kids probably wasn't a good look. Yeah, I thought about becoming a troop leader for my old Boy Scout troop, but came to the same conclusion. I just want to be able to go hiking and camping and skiing and stuff on the cheap. I would wear a cape or cloak pretty much everywhere. Sing more often. Make friends the way I did in kindergarten. Hey, I like your earrings. Want to be friends? Sure. Cool, come to my house for a sleepover tonight. I've got pizza rolls. I do still have pizza rolls. I just pair them with red wine. Why is making adult friends hard? When I was in 4th grade I met my best friend by screaming that my middle name and her first name sounded similar. She thought that was really cool, and we've been friends since. I really wish it was still that easy. I'm just posting here as a reminder to everyone in this thread that thinks whatever they want to do is too cringe, why, or will get stares from strangers. Most people will only live around 4,000 weeks. When I look at that number, life seems even shorter than it had already seemed. Personally, I have roughly 76 weeks left, so do that thing you want to do and don't end the week regretting anything. I'm a big fella, and I've always wanted to cosplay somebody like Jason Voorhees, Darth Vader, or Michael Myers. Wear goggles in a swimming pool. Apparently now that I'm a grown woman, I'm only supposed to sit in a swimming pool and not chase after diving toys. Edit, thanks for the gold. Walk outside and ask random people if they want to have a cup of tea and talk about life. Aka, assemble my own tea party. Sadly, that's considered weird, and people would think I'm either crazy or want sex, or both. I wish our natural hair color on a guy was way more common and professionally viewed. I really want green hair, but I have a blue collar job where it would be weird. Also, I want to wear a suit going out casually. Why do I have to be working or at a funeral to wear a suit? Don't wear a bra in public. Go for a walk with my dogs in pajamas in the city. Go to the pool without shaving my legs, especially in winter. Wear clothes from the 1920s. They were so simple, elegant, and gorgeous, but I don't think they've ever really had a revival the way clothes from other eras have. Same with the full skirts and dresses of the dire look. So flattering and swirly, but for some reason they haven't come back either. I'd start a LARP group in town. Edit, not anytime soon. I fractured my foot, so it'll be a while. Guys, if we do everything in this thread at the same time as like a march, it will become normal and we no longer have to find it cringy or something. Lesser Geo. We tried that with fedoras. It didn't work out. Play on my Nintendo Switch without people looking at me like I'm some weirdo.